Question 1. The mass of a piece of wood is 10 grams. The volume of the wood is 12.5 cubic centimeters. What is the density in grams per cubic centimeter of the piece of wood? So density is mass divided by volume. So 10 divided by 12.5. So from the options, it would be A because that's the only value that's less than 1. So 0.8. The box plot summarizes the number of seats in the US House of Representatives currently allocated to each of the 50 states. What is the median number of allocated seats in the US House of Representatives? So the median is the line inside the box, so that corresponds to 5, option B. A calf, the offspring of a cow, weighed 62 pounds at birth. The calf is expected to gain 2 pounds every day for the first 2 years of its life. For this time period, which of the following types of functions best models the weight of the calf as a function of time? So the weight is increasing by a constant number, right? So this was increasing linear function, option A. Which of the following graphs in the xy plane represents the equations in the given system? So we have y is negative half x negative 3 and y is minus 5x minus 7. So for the first line, the slope is minus half and the y-intercept is negative 3. And for this one, the slope is negative 5 and the y-intercept is negative 7. So we can start eliminating using the slopes because both the slopes are negative. So it can't be option A and option C because this is a rising line and this is a rising line, which means their slope should be positive. Now between B and D, let's try and see. We need negative half and minus 3. So this looks like minus 3 and this looks like minus 7. Similarly, here we have minus 3 and we have minus 7. So I noticed that the negative half slope is for minus 3. So that means this should be the answer because here the slope is negative half and here the slope is minus 5, right? I can say that because I can see that y-intercept is less than the x-intercept. So this would be negative half, so D. If 6 times x plus 4 is 36, what is the value of x plus 4? So x plus 4 would be 36 by 6, which is 6. For a particular cross-country skier, each point in the scatter plot gives the skier's heart rate in beats per minute and the skier's oxygen uptake in liters per minute as measured at various points on a cross-country ski course. A line of best fit is also shown. When the skier's heart rate was 85 beats per minute, which of the following is closest to the difference in liters per minute between the skier's actual oxygen uptake and the oxygen uptake predicted by the line of best fit? So you have 85, right? So that would be this point. So this point, the actual was 1. And that predicted by the line of best fit was almost 0.5. So the difference is 0.5. Data sets X and Y show the acidity or pH of rainwater samples from 2 different locations. Which statement about the mean pH of data set X and data set Y is true? So this is 5.5, 5.5, 5.6, 5.65, and 5.66. And this is 4, 5.5, 5.5, 5.6, 5.65, and 5.66. So this is exactly the same as data set X, except for this value 4, right? And because this value 4 is to the left of the data set, it would pull the mean also to the left, which means that the mean of data set X would be greater than the mean of data set Y. So that would be option A. The function f models the length in micrometers of a E cell of a certain strain T minutes after completing cell division. for t between 0 and 30. What is the predicted length rounded to the nearest tenth of a micrometers of a E cell 10 minutes after completing cell division? So T is 10. So F of 10 will be 0.025 times 10 plus 10.3. So that's 0.25 plus 10.3. So that's 10.55. So rounded to the nearest tenth would be 10.6. Okay, so this is the same function. What is the best interpretation of the number 0.025 in the context of this model? So 0.025 is the slope, which means that it would be the increase in the length of the E cell with every passing minute, right? So it is the increase, not the predicted length, the increase in the predicted length of a E cell every minute after completing cell division. So D. Ivan plans to save up to $5 per day. The graph shows the possible amounts of money, Y in dollars, he saved after X days. Which ordered pair represents a possible amount of money, Y in dollars, he saved after X days? So he saves up to $5 per day. So Y is less than equal to 5X, right? So for example, if you take X as 2, then he saves up to 10. If you take X as 10, he saves up to 50 and so on. So which is a possible value? Option A, 18 into 5 is 90. So Y should be less than equal to 90. So that's true. So this is my answer. Let's just verify the others. 12 into 5 is 60. So Y should be less than equal to 60. So that's not true. 8 into 5, 40. So not true. 4 into 5, 20. So again, not true. Line P is shown in the XY plane. Line Q, not shown, is perpendicular to line P and also passes through 1, 0. Which of the following points lie on line Q? Okay, so it's perpendicular and passes through 1, 0. So it would look something like this, right? So it would pass through, let's see, -1, 0, no. 0, -1, yes, that's the answer. 0, 1, no, and 1, 1, no. So it's B, and let's just verify algebraically. So the slope of line P is -1, so the slope of line Q would be +1, and it passes through 1, 0, so Y is equal to X minus 1, right? This will be the equation. So 0, -1 indeed lies on the line. The function AT is 10 times half to the power T by 30 represents the mass in grams of a certain radioactive isotope remaining in a substance after T seconds. Which of the following is the best interpretation of the value 10 in this context? So in an exponential function, this value is the initial value because when T is 0, then this whole expression becomes 1. So the initial value is 10. So it's the initial mass of the radioactive isotope when time is 0. So A. In the figure, lines L and M each intersect line K. Which of the following is sufficient to prove that lines L and N are parallel? So W equal to Y, that will always be true because they are vertically opposite. So this doesn't prove that L and M are parallel. W equal to Z, yes. If W equal to Z, then these are corresponding angles. And if they are equal, then these lines are parallel. So this is my answer. X equal to Y, no, X equal to Y will only prove that this and this are 90 degrees. Doesn't prove that L and N are parallel. And X equal to Z, X equal to Z also doesn't prove it. If X had been equal to this angle, then they would be parallel because then they would be exterior alternate angles. So B. Dataset X and dataset Y are displayed by the two dot plots shown. Which of the following is or are the same for both datasets? Okay, so let's first figure out the median. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 values. So median would be average of the third and fourth. So that's 25. And here there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, again 6 values. So average of third and fourth, again 25. So median is the same. Let's find the mean. So we'll find the sum. 22, 23. So 22 plus 23, 50 plus 28. So 56. 3 and 2, 5 and 6, 11, carry 1. And 2, 3 and 2, 5 and 5, 10 and 5, 15. So the sum for the first data set is 151 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would mean would be 151 by 6. And sum for the second data set is 21 plus 24 plus 50 plus 28 plus 29. 4 and 1, 5 and 8, 13 and 9, 22, carry 2. 2 and 2, 4 and 2, 6 and 5, 11 and 2, 13 and 2, 15. So here the sum is 152. So the mean would be 152 by 6. So the mean is not the same. So the right answer is the median only, option B. In 480 BC, the population of the Persian Empire was approximately 49.4 million. The population of the Persian Empire was 44% of the world population at that time. Which of the following is the best estimate of the world population? So the world population, if it's X, then 44% of X is 49.4. So X is 49.4 into 100 by 44. So that would be a little more than 100, right? Right, so that would be 102.3 million, option D. The scatter plot shows 12 values from a data set. A line of best fit for the data is also shown. Which of the following is the best interpretation of the y coordinate of the y-intercept of the line of best fit? So this is 0, 6. So the interpretation of 6 is that it is the value of y when x is 0. So for the value of x equal to 0, the line of best fit predicts the corresponding value of y to be 6. The graph of the equation 4x plus 3y is q, where q is a constant, is a line in the xy plane. What are the coordinates of the point at which the line crosses the x-axis? So when the line crosses the x-axis, y is 0. So 4x is q. So x is q by 4. So it will be q by 4, 0, b. It took 20 minutes for a jet to climb from a starting altitude of 10,000 feet to a final altitude of 30,000 feet. If the jet climbed at a constant rate, what was its altitude in feet 14 minutes after the climb began? So 20 minutes, right? So it covered a distance of 20,000 feet in 20 minutes. So it went at 1,000 feet per minute. So after 14 minutes, it would have covered 14,000 feet. So its altitude would be 10,000 plus 14,000, which is 24,000. In the equation above, b and c are constants. If the equation is true for all values of x, what is the value of b plus c? So x times x plus 2 whole squared is x times x squared plus 4x plus 4. So x cube plus 4x squared plus 4x. And this is equivalent to x cube plus bx squared plus cx. So when you equate the coefficients, b is 4 and c is also 4. So b plus c is 8. In the given function f, k is a positive constant. Which of the following could be the graph of f in the xy plane? Okay, so this function is not defined at x equal to -1. So it can't be b and it can't be d because those are not defined at some positive value of x, right? But yeah, here it looks like it is not defined at x equal to -1 and even here. Now, between a and c, let's take k as 1. So let fx be 1 minus x by 1 plus x. So let's take a value of x. Let's say x is 2. So f of 2 is minus 1 by 3. So f of 2 is a negative number, right? It's not positive. So after crossing the x-axis, the graph has to go below the x-axis, so a. A circle has center at 1, 1 and radius 2. Which of the following is an equation of this circle? So the equation is x minus h whole squared plus y minus k whole squared is r squared, where h comma k is the center of the circle and r is the radius of the circle. So this is h. So x minus 1 squared plus y minus 1 squared is 4. So D. What is the length of side AC in the triangle below? Okay, so I can say sine 30 is equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse. So that's 5 by x. And sine 30 is half. So that's 5 by x. So AC is 10. A function f has the property that if point AB is on the graph of the equation y equal to fx in the xy plane, then the point a plus 1, 1 by 3b is also on the graph. Which of the following could define f? So when I'm increasing the x coordinate by 1, my y coordinate is becoming 1/3, which means that my growth factor should be 1 by 3 in the exponential function. And the growth factor is this term, the one which is the base of the exponent. So the growth factor is 1 by 3 in option B. And you can verify this because if you make x plus 1, then f of x becomes 12 times 1 by 3 x plus 1, which is 12 times 1 by 3 x times 1 by 3. So the function has become 1/3. So B. Approximately 90% of the volume of an iceberg lies below the surface of the water. If A represents the volume of an iceberg that lies above the surface of the water, and V represents the total volume of the iceberg, which of the following equations best approximates A in terms of V? So 90% lies below the surface of water, right? So this is 90% of V. And the volume that lies above the water is 10% of V. So A is 0.1 V, which is option C. In 2007, US economists gathered data about money collected for the arts, entertainment, and recreation industries in 8 states. The ratio of money collected in all 8 states to the money collected in the state of Florida was 11:8. Okay, so money collected in 8 states to money collected in Florida was 11:8. If a total of X dollars was collected in all 8 states, which expression represents the total money collected in Florida? So this is X by money in Florida. So Florida will be 8X by 11. So A. Data sets A and B are summarized in the graphs above. Each data set consists of 12 whole numbers. Which of the following statements must be true? So we are comparing their mean and their deviation. So you can see that there are 3 numbers which are 4, there are 6 numbers which are 5, and 3 numbers which are 6. So this is symmetrical about 5. So the mean here is 5. Here there is 1, 3, and 1, 7. 3 4s and 3 6s, and 4 5. So again, symmetrical, about 5. So the mean is the same for both data sets. But here, the data is concentrated around 5, around the mean, while here the data is more spread out. So the mean is the same, but the deviation for data set A is less. So they have the same mean, but the deviation of data set A is, set B is greater than the deviation of data set A because B is more spread out. So B. Which equation is the most appropriate quadratic model for the data shown in the scatter plot? Okay, so let's try and get a sense of what we are working with here. So 2, 1 is a point. So let's see if any of these satisfies. If x is 2, then it's not A. If x is 2, no this. If x is 2, 2 squared, no. If x is 2, yeah, so D works. Let's verify with another point. 3, 2. So if I put 3, 2, 3 squared 9 by 4 is 2.25. Yeah, so close enough. So D is correct. Which of the following functions has a maximum value of m where m is a positive constant? Okay, so mx square is a parabola with the vertex at the origin. So it doesn't have a maximum value of m. It has no maximum value. Minus mx square will look like this. So this has a maximum value of 0. Minus x square plus m will look like this, where the vertex will be 0, m. So yeah, this has a maximum value of m. And minus x plus m whole square will be m units to the left and look like this. So this has a maximum value of 0, so not D. A quantity is decreased by 45% of its value. The resulting value is X, which expression gives the value of the original quantity. So let the original quantity be K. So K minus 45% of K is X. So 0.55K is X. So K is X by 0.55. So B. The area of the Mountain Island Educational State Forest in North Carolina is 3 square miles. What is the area in square yards of this forest? Okay, so 3 square miles, 1 square mile would be 1760 into 1760 square yards. So 3 square miles would be 1760 squared into 3. So let's plug that in. 1760 into 1760 into 3. So 9292 800. So D is the answer. The ratio of students to teachers in a high school is 18:1. If the school has 105 teachers, how many students? So students to teachers is 18:1. So students to 105 is 18. So students is 18 times 105. 18 into 5, 90, carry 9. 18 tens are 189, 1890. In the given equation, B is a constant. If the equation has no solution, what is the value of B? So for AX plus B is equal to CX plus D not to have a solution, A should be C and B should not be equal to D. So the constants are not equal and small b should be 2. Because if the coefficients of x are equal, this will not have a solution. There are a total of 1004 digit numbers from 1000 to 1999. If one of these numbers is selected at random, what is the probability that the number is greater than 1499? So I'm going from 1500 to 1999, which is a total of 500 numbers, right? 499 plus 1. Yeah, 500 numbers. So the probability would be 500 by 1000, which is half. The solution to the given system of equations is xy. What is the value of x plus 2y? So if I subtract the 2, I get x plus 2y is 20. If C and D are the solutions of the quadratic equation, what is the value of C plus D? So C plus D, the sum of the roots is minus B by A. So that's minus of minus 3 by 2. So that's plus 3 by 2. What is the sum of the solutions to the given equation? So x plus 2 is x minus 5 times x plus 2. So that's x squared minus 3x minus 10 is x plus 2. So x squared minus 4x minus 12. So that's x squared minus 6x plus 2x minus 12 is 0. So x minus 6 times x plus 2 is 0. So x is 6 and negative 2. So the sum is 4. I could have also just cancelled x plus 2. So x plus 2 is x minus 5 times x plus 2. So let me cancel this. So then one solution is x is negative 2. And then you have x minus 5 is 1. So another solution is x equal to 6. So 4 is the answer. The table gives the age groups of the total population of women and the number of registered women voters in the US in 2012, rounded to the nearest million. In 2012, the number of registered women voters was P% of total population of women. What is the value of P to the nearest whole number? Okay, so 81 as a percentage of 122. So 81 by 122 into 100. So let's just plug that in. 8100 divided by 122. So that's 66.39. So the nearest whole number is 66. If a woman is selected at random from the total population of women ages 45 to 64 years old, so we are looking at this group, what is the probability of selecting a registered women voter rounded to the nearest hundredth? So that will be 30 by 42, 6 into 5, 6 into 7. So rounded to the nearest hundredth, 7 sevens are 49, 10, 7 ones are 7, 30, 7 fours are 28. So nearest hundredth would be 0.71. Okay, let's grade this. Question 1. A, B, A, D, B, A, A, B, A, D, B, A. Okay. Number 7, A, C, D, A, B, A, A, C, D, A, B, A. 19, C, A, D, double B, C, C, A, D, B, B, C. 25, A, B, D, C, B, D. A, B, D, C, B, and D. Okay. Then griddance 31, 1890 to half, 1890 to half, 34, 20, 3 by 2, 20, 3 by 2, 36, 466.71. 466.71. Okay, great. So we got all correct.